A woman facing felony charges for not returning a VHS tape over 20 years ago.
A felon, that's much.
She allegedly failed to return a rented VHS tape to her local video store in 1999 and is now facing felony charges 21 years later.
Over a videotape?
Over a videotape. She only learned she had a warrant out for her arrest and charges filed when she was legally trying to change her name after a marriage and relocating to Texas. She said there was an issue with her license, and so she called this number, and they said she didn't return a VHS copy of Sabrina the Teenage Witch in 1999, and so she was facing felony charges.
Molly, this is awful.
This is awful. The first thing the person told her was that it was felony embezzlement, and she said she thought she was going to have a heart attack. Oh. Yeah.
Molly, this is terrible news.
It's terrible, too, because she goes, I've never fucking watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't even like that show. What are you talking about? And then she realized she was living with a young man at the time who had 2 kids, daughters that were 8 and 10 or 11. And so her roommate probably rented the tape and never returned it. And now she has a warrant out for her arrest. And
this just feels like a huge overreaction.
It's insane. Can you imagine if your roommate rented a VHS tape and didn't return it, and now you are facing felony charges? The worst part about this, she believed, because that was in her criminal background. You know, if people do a background check, they can see you have a warrant out. She thinks that's the reason that she's had a hard time keeping a job, because of the felony embezzlement. She says that she's been fired from a handful of jobs and was never given a reason why.
This is so sad and so messed up. And they shouldn't have any felonies for something that doesn't even exist anymore. Like Blockbuster, Hollywood Videos, all these places do not exist anymore.
Yeah.
And that's like getting a felony because you forgot to return a library book.
If somebody has a warrant out for their arrest, shouldn't the police like send them a letter?
Yeah.
Or like a phone
Let
call?
somebody know.
Right?
How else would you find out?
Like if that happened to me, you know, how would I know that? How would you find that out?
This is a ridiculous law.